Okay, good morning class. Yesterday I explained you some basic programs in Python. Okay, basic very simple programs which can be used to write Python programs. Those were explained in previous class. Okay, so in previous class I explained you a looping statement. What was the name of that looping statement? That was for. So today I wanna start you can say today I want to continue my discussion on that loop. So again I am going to explain meaning of for loop because yesterday some students were confused in that looping statement. So just I am going to proceed about for loop. Okay beta, now have you got what is the purpose of this class? In this class I am going to explain different uses of for loop. So just I am typing a program. Suppose value of any variable is 10. Okay, and I write a loop for I in range 1 comma 11, and after looping statement we apply this colon sign. Always keep in your mind, if I type here print value of a and see its output, actually you can find different type of output because some other lines are also active. Those lines I will have to make comment. तो उन लाइंस को पहले हम कमेंट बना देंगे. इनको कमेंट बना दिया. अब आप बेटा एक फ्रेश प्रोग्राम देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे. ये फ्रेश प्रोग्राम है जिसको मैं एग्जीक्यूट कर रहा हूँ एंड नाउ यू वॉच व्हाट इज इट्स आउटपुट. अगेन वी आर गेटिंग डिफरेंट आउटपुट. Just let me see, is there some lines active? No. Okay, so to run this program, first of all I want to remove these lines. Actually in previous program code I started writing. Now just try to execute. Now why there is no result actually? I hope some problems are here. Just let me close this window, output window, just I execute. And after that new output I will try to get. Now see beta, in new output you can find 10 is 10 times. Okay, so using this for loop, variable name is I in range 1 to 11. Yesterday I explained you, if it is 1 to 11 it means loop will run from 1 to 10. Less than this value which is selected, इससे कम तक चलता है. Okay, yesterday beta one student was asking, can we take always I? तो मैंने कहा था कि बेटा we can change this variable. So if I change this variable, suppose I write its name is R, मैंने लिख दिया, मान लीजिए R लिख दिया, तो हम इसको using R भी print कर सकते हैं. Same output is here. Okay, so that is, it is not compulsory for you that you take always name of this variable is I. Any variable can be given by user, and who is user? You are doing your work, that's why you are user. Okay, or you can say you are a programmer. So like this we can type this value. If we want to print value of R, suppose you want to print value of R, then how can this be done? By replacing A, we can type here R also. Then what will be its output? Value of R, that is value of R are changed one by one. So always you will get changed values like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 10. Okay, and you can see beta here A is equal to 10 is written, but no use. In this case, this line number 51 is useless. Okay, there is no use of this line. So some lines may be there, but there will be no effect of these line. There will be no effect of this line in this program. Okay, कुछ lines ऐसी हो सकती हैं. अगर ऐसी कुछ lines हैं, you can make them comment like this. जैसे single line comment के लिए उस line से पहले we can type hash. Okay बेटा? And for multiple comments, जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे multiple comments लगाए हैं, ऊपर आप देख सकते हैं 3 times single quotes. It is starting and 3 times single quote at the last. So all the lines between these will be comment. Comment means that portion will not take part in program execution. Okay? The part which is made comment, that part doesn't take any involvement in program. Okay? उसका कोई रोल नहीं होता है प्रोग्राम में. So now you can see its output 1 to 10. Okay बेटा? ये लूपिंग स्टेटमेंट आपने देखा. ओके, अभी इस पे हम कुछ और भी लूपिंग स्टेटमेंट आपको बताने जा रहे हैं इसी पे. जैसे मैंने बताया था, इफ यू वांट टू प्रिंट योर नेम 10 टाइम्स यू कैन प्रिंट. ओके, सिमिलरली इफ यू वांट टू प्रिंट सम इवन वैल्यूज बिटवीन 1 and 11, so how this can be done? Here I can write a statement. Suppose t is equal to r mod 2. ये mod ऑपरेटर बेटा जानते हैं, जो परसेंट का साइन हमने बनाया है, दिस इज कॉल्ड मॉडुलस ऑपरेटर. दिस इज यूज्ड टू फाइंड रिमाइंडर. डिवाइड करने के लिए हम दो तरह के ऑपरेटर, दो तरह की चीजें मिलती हैं हमें आफ्टर डिवीजन, रिमाइंडर एंड क्वोशंट. So to get remainder, we use this sign. The sign which I have selected, this sign is used to get remainder always. Okay beta? So when I will divide value of r by 2 and remainder in t, और यहाँ पे लिखेंगे हम if t is equal to 0, अगर t की वैल्यू में 0 मिलती है, it means that number is even number. If a number is divisible by 2, you can say that number is even number. Okay, so if t is equal to 0, we can find r is even number. So we can print here value of r, but for this colon sign must be here and one tab is also required. Okay beta, tab is very important in Python programming. Always keep in your mind. Now try to execute this portion. What is the output of this part? Now beta, you can find 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. So these are the values which are even values between 1 and 11. Okay, all the even values you have got. Okay beta, any confusion? And if you want to find all the values which are divisible by 5, then how can this be done? Just we can replace this value by 5. 2 can be replaced by 5. So here only 5 and 10. 5 and 10 are the two values which are exactly divisible by 5 here in this range. Okay. And one more thing is very important. You can see beta, here I have used single is equal sign. देख रहे बेटा? And in this case I am using double is equal to sign. This is very important to know what is the difference between these two operators. Actually, the operator which is the symbol which is selected now, this is called relational operator. Or in other words, you can say this is also called comparison operator. It means this operator is used to compare the values. Now here see beta, value of t. Now see selected values. Value of t, can you find? Value of t and value of 0. Both values are compared here actually. The value of t and 0 value both are compared. That's why I have used double is equal to. and in this case where I am selecting single is equal to, in this case what is being performed, in this case actually remainder which we get, that is assigned to T. Okay, in this case at line number 53 the remainder which is obtained, that is assigned to T. Okay, and at line number 54 where we are using double is equal to sign, here we are comparing value of T and 0. So whenever we will compare values, we will use double is equal to sign. When we will assign any value, in that case we will use single is equal to sign. Okay, is that clear? I think you have got what is the difference between single is equal to and double is equal to. Okay beta? So this was very important. So now you can find what is the use of for loop. Okay. Now one more program which is based on this looping statement that I can explain you. You can see here. Now I am opening comments of that portion. Here beta, see this portion. And for this, first of all, you should write a question. Here my question is to find the sum of all the digits of a number. Okay, my question is, I write here my question. Firstly, I type comment sign, then WAP, write a program to find the sum of all the digits of a number. Okay beta, this is your question and selected portion is the complete answer of this question. Okay, now I am explaining how this can be performed. Now see. So here according to question, to find all the digits of a number, that is we must keep a number. So here number, suppose that number is n, and in n I have taken any value like 7, 8, 9. Okay, and another variable s in which we will store sum of all the digits. I have declared 0, and according to question we have to find sum of all the digits. It means here our number is 7, 8, 9 and we have to find the sum of all its digits. It means we have to find sum of 7, 8 and 9. That is 7 plus 8 plus 9. जो भी होगा that will be your answer. Okay बेटा? तो इसका हमें डिजिट का सम निकालना है. इसके लिए हम क्या लॉजिक यूज कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे? Another looping statement which I am using, name of that is while. Like for, जैसे आप for यूज कर रहे थे, similarly we can use while also. Okay बेटा? While statement. Here in while I have written while n greater than 0. While n greater than 0, then r is equal to n mod 10. Value of n I divide by 10. तो जैसा कि आपको पता है कि when we divide by 10 we always get remainder. Okay, so when 7, 8, 9 will be divided by 10, you will get remainder 9. Value of r will be 9 here. Okay, और यहाँ पे लिखा आपने s is equal to s plus r. यहाँ क्या होगा? Initial value of s is 0 and value of r is 9. So that is 0 plus 9 will be in s. It means this time value of s is 9. Next line n is equal to n upon 10. यहाँ पे 2 times मैंने स्लैश यूज किया है. 2 times स्लैश यूज करने से क्या होता है? एग्जैक्टली हमको क्वोशिएंट की वैल्यू मिलती है. That is how many times number is divided. So when 7, 8, 9 will be divided by 10, then quotient will be 78. इस केस में quotient क्या होगा? 78. It means now new value of n will be 78. Okay बेटा? So condition में चेक होगा while n greater than 0. तो okay, 78 is also greater than 0. यहाँ पे आए अब 78 will be divided by 10. जब 78 10 से डिवाइड होगा, in this case remainder will be 8. That is value of r will be 8. Okay बेटा? Then s इज इक्वल टू एस प्लस आर, प्रीवियस वैल्यू ऑफ s इज 9 और उसमें अब 8 जुड़ जाएगा, तो 9 और 8 का जो भी सम होगा, सपोज 17, ओके, सो नाउ न्यू वैल्यू ऑफ s इज 17. अगेन n इज इक्वल टू n डबल स्लैश 10, इट मींस 78 विल बी डिवाइडेड बाय 10. जब 78 को 10 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो हमारी क्वोशंट की वैल्यू क्या होगी, दैट विल बी 7 ओनली, ओके बेटा. सो न्यू वैल्यू ऑफ n इज 7. अगेन while के अकॉर्डिंग n is greater than 0, तो value of n is greater than 0 because value of n is 7, that is greater than 0. So r is equal to n mod 10 when 7 will be divided by 10. In this case quotient will be 0 but remainder is 7, okay. So s is equal to s plus r, s में क्या वैल्यू थी हमारी 17 and now 17 plus 7. Now what will be the value of s, that will be 24. So new value of s is 24 and n is equal to डबल स्लैश 10, it means value of quotient. तो जब 7 को हम डिवाइड करेंगे 10 से, then quotient will be 0, okay. तो यहाँ पे जो कंडीशन है while n greater than 0, तो now n is not greater than 0, now n is less than 0, okay. So not less than 0, now n is 0, this time n is 0, it means loop will be terminated. So final value of s is 24. तो यहाँ s में आपको क्या मिलेगा, 24 मिलेगा, ओके बेटा. देखिए आंसर 24 मिला आपको, यू कैन फाइंड द आंसर. तो ये जैसे मैंने फॉर लूप बताया बेटा, वैसे ही हम व्हाइल लूप भी यूज करते हैं. बोथ लूप कैन बी यूज्ड इन प्रोग्रामिंग, ओके. अब आगे मैं आपको बताऊंगा सेम प्रोग्राम, यही जो सेम प्रोग्राम है इसको हम फॉर से भी कर सकते हैं, okay, but that will be explained in next video, in next class, okay. So this time first of all you try to understand all this whatever I have explained, and after this you try to execute all these parts in your system, okay. After this I will discuss how this selected portion can be created using for. देख रहे बेटा, ये जो while का पोर्शन है इसको हम for से कैसे कर सकते हैं. इसको मैं सेलेक्ट कर रहा हूं, दिस पोर्शन. इन नेक्स्ट वीडियो आई विल टेल यू हाउ दिस पोर्शन कैन बी मेड, हाउ दिस पोर्शन कैन बी मेड यूजिंग for. ठीक है, इसको for से कैसे बनाएंगे ये मैं बताऊंगा आपको. तो अभी मैं स्टॉप कर रहा हूं, इतना जो भी मैंने एक्सप्लेन किया है इसको आप करके देखिएगा, ओके बेटा. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू स्टॉप दिस वीडियो. थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग.